how teams are important, how to do a market survey, how to attract customers, how to write a business model canvas, all good, right? But can we do anything beyond this without money? No, that's what we're going to discuss today. Various funding opportunities, how the sector is behaving, how we are moving forward. So where you can get funding and other people in the sector are getting funding, what are the different funding opportunities in the sector? What is the role of an incubator? You have your own incubator and University of Horticultural Sciences Bagalkot, technology business incubator. How this ecosystem helps you. So we are going to discuss that today. So hope everybody has submitted yesterday the presentations. So only 4 people submitted, it looks like. I can hear only 4. Okay, those who have not submitted, at least I can get a right answer when they say not submitted. So how many of you are ready to present tomorrow? So those who are not lifted hands, all those will be called to present. Okay, anyway, we have done a very objective evaluation, the list is ready. So as long as there is a purpose and a sincerity in your presentation, you will be called for. The list will be given soon. We hope you'll be doing justice to what you have done so far, and of course, how to present nuances of pitch, what to focus, what not to focus, that also we're going to cover today. Okay? I'm seeing blank faces. Thank you. So Padma Kumar sir, little may come little late, so his session will be there at the end of today. So we'll be starting it today. So we'll first discuss about how Agri startup ecosystem is evolving in India. See, why startups? So many people are telling about startups. Many people, there are so many times we discussed why startups are different from regular business model. So can you come out with the single most important point why startups are rewarded, why startups are encouraged, why startups are most spoken topic in recent times? What is the single most factor? Yes, please. We'll go one by one. I want 5 answers. Economic contribution. Motivate entrepreneurs. Creating jobs. Don't you think other people are creating jobs? Ambani creating jobs, other creating jobs, railways creating jobs, army is creating jobs. India's most employed, railways and army. They are not startups, right? Yes. Yes. Be louder, please. Problem solving ability. That's the single most important. They are solving a problem faced by a consumer. That's the most important thing. They are solving a problem. So let's say you want to open one more kirana shop, one more processing unit of jaggery. This is not a startup. You may be addressing some issue there, but by and large you are not solving any pertinent problem. Right? Single most scalability, everything is there, but most important thing is problem solving. Whether you can take any of the available startups, they are addressing one particular problem. So that's, one second, let me switch on. There is some Indian startup ecosystem and some basic stats, little older, but typically we are leading in the world. Only next to US and China in terms of whether in terms of incubators or in terms of number of startups. We are evolving, and within 1 to 2 years we will be crossing one of these two. So this one I want to highlight in this slide. 623 districts. The startups are not just from cities. There is a big misconception that somebody can start only in cities, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai. No, the startups are everywhere. Have you heard of Joho? Joho, Z-O-H-O, Joho. Joho is Indian-based SaaS, software as a service company, is providing multiple services to all the companies and individuals. They have a mail, they have accounting software, they have a CRM systems, everything. You know where that is based? A small village in Tamil Nadu. Sridhar Vembu has decided, I need not operate the company from New York or California. As long as my customers are using it, I can go back to my own village, I can start it. You can check it. Recently got an award also from Government of India for his contribution towards the ecosystem. So that's what I want to highlight here. You need not wait and we did not say it can be open only in cities. Anywhere, everywhere, as long as you have a strong idea, you can open it. So then we talk about agriculture startups. Don't you think agriculture has been the oldest trade in the world? Well, probably we started the barter system. They are producing agri produce, you give me paddy or rice, I'll give you vegetables, or I'll give you whatever is available with me. That's where it all started. So business is not new to agriculture. We are one of the oldest in terms of businesses. So India as a country has achieved food security by and large. So at least the last 4-5 years, hardly anybody would suffer from food. There, of course, there are instances are there, but by and large, we have achieved food security. As a country, we are moving from food security to nutritional security. Can you hear me? Sorry. As a country, we are moving from food security to nutritional security, where you need to look for nutritional food. People are looking for, that's where all the opportunities comes in. You say all the food companies recently has emerged now. Can you give a couple of examples of nutritional security where they are giving a ready to eat, ready to Genie. Okay, good. There are so many. They are giving you a consumable form. So let's say millets are there. People cannot millets in its own original form, at least this generation. So what they have done? They come out with millet mixes, millet flours, millet dosa batters, millet biscuits, right? So food security is extremely already addressed. Nutritional security is giving a lot of opportunities, especially after COVID, right? Many people want to eat immediately all kaju, badam, whatever is available. So instantly the demand has been increased for everything. So many mixes people are telling, this mix is good, that mix is good, healthy mix, protein mix, whatever, what's not. Left and right people are selling in the name of COVID. This will increase your immunity of the body, this will increase your strength, resistance power. So there is an opportunity everywhere. So one next thing is rise in internet. Earlier only from cities they used to get order 4-5 years ago, Amazon or Flipkarts. Now we type any pin code in Amazon or typically when you go and type a pin code, they'll give right whether it is available or not. You open any of the products in Amazon or Flipkart, you type the pin code of Bagal code, it is delivered. Yes or no? How many of you ordered in Amazon? Almost all. So you are able to get to your place, right? Whether it can be Morirabad, Bidar, Kolar, you are able to get it. Because the access, the internet penetration, where there is a user, there the service will be given. You are following? You want me to crack more jobs? So this is a serious one because I don't want to get it. You have seen this earlier? Now you need to give me one example everything. Agri input companies. I need company name. I know it's a button. You want to give an example of our own Naganagoda. Okay, next. Syngenta seed company and as well as any seed companies. Any startups? Any startups? AgroStar? Have you heard of AgroStar? They are aggregating inputs. They wanted to make sure the farmer gets a fair price. Most of the times what happens? Farmer has a certain budget. He will say, I have 1,000 rupees, give me whatever it comes in this 1,000 or 1,500 rupees, which are applied to my 1 acre or 1.5 acre. So he do not know per kg how much they are taking, which company is giving, whether it is a quality or not, whether they are delivering or not. You would not know generally. AgroStar is trying to solve that problem. These are some of the areas where the more and more startups are emerging. It can be IoT, data analytics, precision farming, marketplace models, market linkages, backward linkages, artificial intelligence, data, using the data. So they are able to predict weather based on the last 15 to 20 years data. Some of the startups has come out with IoT devices where they collected the data, meteorological department they went, and it's the publicly available free data. They are using the data and they are giving a good forecast so that you can predict weather, temperatures, rain forecast, soil based, all they can give for free. Most of them are giving for free this information, but they are charging for that. These are some of the startups. So you heard of Ninja Card? What they are into? Horticulture produce, fresh farm produce. Sorry. Okay, now you can hear me. Ninja Card? What Ninja Card into? Supply chain. Fresh farm produce supply chain, not just supply chain. Relate to only horticulture. I will show you how they work basically. Vehicle is also into supply chain, but not just a fresh farm produce. They are into other products also. Cereals, that also they are doing. You have cropping SaaS based platform. You have NAHEP, they are a supply chain enabler. They are working across entire supply chain from inputs to advisory services to market linkages. First is an IoT based. How many have heard of these 6 companies? At least one. Can you please raise your hand? You have not heard of any of these 6. All 11 of you. None. This is what about vehicle basically. This is what vehicle does. So they work with farmers, they give advisory services, they have a separate wing called how to grow. How to grow, growing related, productivity related services which they are providing to farmers, and they are coming out with the value added products. This is what they are doing. There are some numbers. So there are more than 50 regions in India. They are working with more than 50,000 farmers across clients who are buying from them. It can be retail clients as well as business people. 350 tons of food products per day. So that numbers, you can pick big numbers, right? Per day 350 tons is probably produced by 1 or 2 districts altogether. Profit is providing multiple services. AgroStar, they are modernizing farms, Agri input sector. See, all these are very small places. They are giving branding where they can get a fair price, both supplier as well as a buyer, both farmer as well as a distributor. Bihar, based out of Bihar, they are building. You have assumption, right? As we spoke already, most of the startups are from cities. Tell me, what are the startups based out of Karnataka? Some startups based out of Karnataka, you can tell me. We are talking about startups left and right. Most of us are from Karnataka. Keep the eyes there, quota side. Okay? Need not be Agri, any startup is fine. No sound. How many have heard of Practo? Practo. Yes, Practo is by whom? Who started the company? NIT Suratkar students. Where is NIT Suratkar located? Karnataka. It's based out of Bangalore, the startup, one of the first profitable startups in India. Practo Consulting, where you can consult doctors through online as well as book your appointments. Okay? You can give any other examples? Swiggy? Swiggy is based out of Bangalore. The headquarters in Bangalore. Of course, founders are from different places, but they are based out of Karnataka, Bangalore. Any other examples? Byju's. Excellent. Byju's based out of Bangalore. Many unicorns, half of probably 40% of the unicorns in India are based out of Karnataka or Bangalore. Basel, the IoT based, this is the device, the similar one they place in the farm. It predicts all these things. It helps you increase your productivity by giving you possible pest and disease ideas, real-time farm specific data they'll give. They'll help you to reduce water wastage. At the same time, they'll be saving because that's called precision farming, right? It will tell you exactly what amount of water is required. We need to apply how much amount of fertilizer, so we need not spray left and right. So it will advise you based on the data, based on the status of the crop, so that spending, you can save on spending, it is automatically like a profit for you. You will get it in the backside of power bill. I don't know whether you get it in Karnataka, I was kid, I used to study. 1 unit saved is 1 unit earned. Power bill backside they used to give. You don't spend 1 unit of power, it's as good as earning that equivalent money. Similarly, if you save all the input costs, it can be fertilizers, it can be irrigation, it can be pesticides, we are able to give it in the proper amounts, we will be able to save the money. So these are the opportunities basically where everybody is at a very nascent stage. They have not even covered 1 or 2% of Indian market. Whatever the farmers are there, the adaptability is less than 1 or 2%. That shows a lot of scope for innovation. Stellar is basically into a dairy sector. Their entire dairy value chain they are there. From tasting milk, quality milk, everywhere there. So you discuss so many things, there are so many opportunities. These are some of the problems faced by them. First thing, manpower. How many of you are willing to work in the rural areas? No, none of you. You are willing to work in rural areas? Can you please raise your hands? Okay, at least I can see hands, that's fine. Because the lack of accessible manpower, they need an expert manpower. So some Agri graduate they want to recruit to give advisory services. But it is not available. Most of them want to move to smaller cities or bigger cities. That's why they are facing a lot of problems. The market linkage, they are starting, they are coming out their own products, but they cannot go to the customers. It can be farmer, it can be urban customer, somebody to food processing, they need to approach customers, right? They are not able to do that. There is some IoT based devices there. They cannot go and talk to the farmers directly, make them understand that it is useful. They need to route to some channels. It can be KVKs, or it can be a extension officer, state government. It is taking a lot of time for them. That is one of the main problems. Next, technology adaptation. It's not easy to make them adapt to the technology. Information asymmetry. They do not have a proper access to the information. What crops are? Can any of you tell what are the crops grown in all parts of India? No. We go to, there is no particular place where you can go and tell latest available data. The crop, it can be about prices, it can be about productivity, it can be about efficiency, what are the different types of lands, what are the crops they are going. There is no consolidated data where it is available. And lack of subject matter experts, that is also an issue. They are there, but they are very limited to one particular area. Let's say, what Bagalkot is specialized in? Which crops? What are the crops? Grapes, pomegranate, go on. I think there are 3 are there. How many of you know outside Bagalkot University that you are specialized in these 3 things? Hardly anybody, right? Probably 5% of the farmers would know. Out of every 100 farmers in Karnataka, 5 or 6 may know that University of Horticulture Sciences is specialized in grape or pomegranate. So that services, we need to promote that. As a startup, you can do that. I know one of the startups, Natura Crop Care. Natura Crop Care, they are coming out with a Arca Microbiome Consortium, that's IHR technology, where they are promoting the pomegranate farmers. They made very good money. Just giving an example where there is a subject matter expert is already there. He did not make that input. He's taken technology from IHR, he just connected, he promoted the better with us. So opportunities are there, it is only that access to the subject matter expert is also an issue. Okay? I'll stop here for a while. I'll wait for some questions. Yes, you are able to get something out of it. Am I too fast? Should I run through it again? You tell me what is IoT based startups in horticulture? Excellent, Fasal. Which startup is based out of Bihar and doing big supply chain? Bihar, excellent. Good. What is the Bangalore based startup? Fasal is based out of Bangalore. I was expecting some of you tell Fasal, that's why I waited. Vehicle also, they are based out of Chennai, but they are obviously Bangalore also. And what is the fresh farm produce supply chain company? Ninja. So if you know these things, probably you can easily identify where the problem lies. You can go to the next level. Okay? Now you have got some ideas where big companies are. Any of your ideas is yesterday whatever you presented is colliding with these ideas? I've seen many people presenting about supply chain management, giving better prices to farmers. I agree. Who have proposed better prices to farmers? You proposed. Who will give the money? Everybody. Here, is there anyone who says that I don't want to give better prices to farmers? No, everybody wants to give better prices to farmers. But who will give the money? Farmer wants money on the spot. Is it right or not? He will not wait 10 days to get 10 rupees more. I don't care I get 10 rupees more tomorrow. I want money today. You should have cash in hand. Then only you can buy it from farmer. That is the reason Ninja Card has a business model where they sell everything in 18 hours. Whatever they procure from the farmer, within 18 hours, everything will be sold. Yes, one day I was looking for big conduct webinars regularly from managed side on every Saturday. Any of you heard of Saturday webinars this way managed? If not, we'll send the link. We are doing for 92 weeks. From 92 weeks, every week we are doing it in various focus areas. Next week we are doing it on urban farming. These webinars, experts will come and talk about it. I wanted a speaker on cold chain management. I spoke to Ninja Card, we know somebody there. They told we don't have cold chains. We may get only 1-2% of the produce. That 1-2% of the produce, we will put in some third party cold chain, that's it. Because we will offload everything, whatever you procure. Whatever number of tons, it can be any commodity. You procure in the morning, by evening we should reach customer. Because we procure based on requirement only. Because he can offload within a day, he can pay on the spot. So you understand? So everybody wants better prices. But you should have ability to repay. Ability to pay, then only you will be able to get good response. Given opportunity, everybody wants to give better price to farmers. But who will give the money? It will become a simple trade, right? You procure, give the money, then you sell it to them. But if you are not getting, you think they will give immediately, they want 2 weeks, 3 weeks credit period. Ninja Card typically sells to B2B. They sell it to hotels, restaurants, Flipkart kind of clients, B2B, hostels, those kind of things they supply vegetables. So they will not give money immediately, right? They need 5 days, 10 days, 50 days, 20 days credit period. That's where you need this kind of a support from VCs and agents. Okay? I'll stop here. Any questions? Yes, please. See, blank faces. Looks like a new thing. Haven't we covered most of this all these 3 days? So only thing we are getting the core. This is being the last day of training, and tomorrow with presentations. You should know what is happening in the sector. Otherwise, it will not be complete. Now you tell me, any of you seen any of the startups, agri startups? Now I have given 5-6 examples, right? Calculators are given so many examples. Any of the agri startup examples, please? Yes, please. I can only 6. There are so many. We have 3 experience sharing startup. They come and got 3 different business models. No, one guy into inputs as well as advisory services. We have in the rural innovator invented multiple things related to farm mechanization. Okay, we'll go to the next one. How many of you, not today, not tomorrow, sometime in the future, want to open a business? Really? Not easy, eh? You are ready for challenge. So you don't get to sleep for night sometimes. You don't get to have a cushy salary at the end of the month. I'm not telling in general. I've done my own startup for 5.5 years. So basically, I am an engineer. I did engineering from College of Engineering in Usman University. And then I did MBA from Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode. And I was working as a manager in corporate finance for 3.5 years. Then we started our business in the back 2014. 2014 to 19, we have run multiple companies, 3-4 companies along with my IIM batchmate. So we were into basically education technology. We were too early into the market. We had a platform where talent discovery platform. The students can showcase their talents. Painting, singing, essay writing, music, poetry. We had a website. We have done multiple competitions. We worked with Kendriya Vidyalaya, one of the big chains in India. So we could get close to 20 lakh students, but we could not make money because our competitions were free. We don't want to charge the students. But we used to get money from corporates who want to reach students. We were student outreach partners. Let's say Boost is there, Bornvita is there, Paragon is there. So most of their products aimed at children, right? We used to conduct competitions for them. So when we started doing, first we spent for 1 year, it's fine because we have some money, we spent the money. But after that, we wanted to have money. We ran out of whatever 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs we had. It's back in 2014-15. Then who would go to first you want money, where you will go? Some of it are already discussed, but I want to run through. Where you will go for money? Bank. How many of you have taken loan from bank? Friends and family. That's where you would first go. That's where you also bet. We pitched an idea to one of our friends in US. He said, I'll give you the money. He said, how much you want? I said, I want 50 lakhs. I need to run for next 18 months. This is my monthly run rate. We promised that we will not be taking any salaries. But we said we are going to spend on technology where we need to build our website. And then we need to build a marketing, visibility for our company. He said, okay, I'll give. He said the same day, he said he'll give. We were kind of shocked because we thought it would take some time. We said he'll be given 3 different installments, 15 or 16 lakhs each, in the span of 3 to 6 months. I asked him, why you agreed so fast? He said, Yuvraj, I don't know what you are talking about. Frankly, I don't understand. I don't even know where you will go. I believe in you. I believe you could do something. And you could give your 100%. That's when we got our first money. So, in a first round of business, whenever you want to do anything, it's all about belief in the founders. Whether the founders can do it or not. You see the papers, many a time this is their idea stage, but they raised 1 million, 2 million funding. Especially they're from IITs and some good universities, some good background. The reason is this. The reason is not because the model is already established, already they are making money. No. The reason they could get that money, the reason they could get that initial money to push is the ability of the founder to run the things, the ability and conviction of the founder to run the things. Okay? That's the reason you go to friends and family, because they believe in you. They believe in your abilities, they believe in your conviction, they believe in your ability to run a company or to come out of it. So why funding is required first of all? Why do you need to fund? I've seen at least 30 people or 40 people raising their hand, saying that if not today, if not tomorrow, somewhere they want to start a business. When you start a business, you need money, that's fine. But why do you need money? To get raw material? Okay, very good. Next. Build infrastructure, excellent. Next. Working capital. Working capital is generic terms. Let's be specific. Machinery, that goes as capital expenditure. Hire employees, you need to do day-to-day expenses, office, rent. Any money, there are 2 types of expenditure. Wherever you go, there are only 2 types of expenditure. By and large, one is a capital expenditure. Capital expenditure generally means you spend once at a time. You will not build every day, right? If you want to buy a home, you buy once for all, probably 20, 30 years it will be there. But milk is not like that. Every day you need to purchase, even though you pay once in a month, the expenses would come every month. So if it is a capital expenditure, once in a while only you will spend. Then if you read on the working capital, that's what you call working capital, which is repeating. Repeating in nature, it can be salaries, it can be raw material, it can be marketing, administration. These are some of them. Only some, not all. You need it for a development of a prototype. You have application, you want to build an application. You need to pay for them, raw material, marketing and sales, team hiring. Hiring a team is extremely important. Licenses, office space, legal and consult. You want to open a company, you cannot open a company legally in India. You need somebody, its company secretary should sign and open it. So you need to pay him some money, right? Even it can be partnership firm also. You should go to register of firms in Karnataka government. You need to pay certain amount of money there. Okay, this is some of the heads of expenditure where you need. Why when you get a funding, this is where you generally spend. These are some of the ways you can get funds. As we discussed, first fund it yourself. When you start a company, first 50 lakhs, whatever me and my friend had, we put in our funds, we got to the next step. Then we have friends and family. Then in our case, what we did after 1.5 years, we ran out of the 50 lakhs also. Then we need money. Then what we did, we kept it on an online crowdfunding kind of a platform. There is something called S-mergers. Smurgers we call. There we kept our company progress, what we achieved in the revenue. Then we were approached by a software company owner. He is already running a good software company, small one, not a big one. They have reasonable revenues, probably 2 to 3 crores per annum. He is ready to take some risk. So in this case, we don't know him. He doesn't know us. Only thing is, he has seen the progress. He has seen our product. He believes it can grow. That is where it is called angel investment. Okay? What are the angel investors? They have money. They know typically how business works, if not our business. They must be involved somewhere at a level where they are doing businesses. They know how to run a business. They have some money. They can invest this money into the startups. So even let's say he is running a software company, but he doesn't know how education works. He doesn't know how education technology works, how to approach schools, how to approach customers or companies, how to get a branding, to get an advertisement. He doesn't know, but he knows generally how the company works. Yes, see, we are generating some kind of a revenue. Okay, this is a good model. So an angel investor is nothing but a investor with certain experience. He need not be specifically in this area. So angel investors come in, has put in probably 60 to 70 lakhs in our company. So at each and every stage, when it's like a pizza pie. Let's you have a 8 slice. Assume that you have 8 slice pizza. If somebody comes in, it will first slice they'll take it. Friends and family who has invested, they get a slice. What is the percentage you take out? There is 8 slices in pizza. If 1 slice has been taken out, what is the percentage? Eight slices in a pizza. What is the total? Let's say pizza is 100%. 8 slices are there. Each slice is what percentage? 12.5. 8. Okay, very good. 12.5. 12.5 into 8 is 100. Out of 100, how much we lost so far? 2 slices have gone. What is 2 slices? 25. So we are left with 75. We raised 2 rounds of money. We have 75% of the company. That's what angel investors are. They know about the businesses, need not be about your businesses, and they will help you to go to the next level. They help us. Let's say he said, I have a very big chain in Hyderabad. Hyderabad Public School is there. You can go there. I will help you to approach them. You can go and pitch it. You will get some money. So an angel investor not only invests the money, they also help you to grow. I don't know how many of you followed, but around till 2 years ago, Ratan Tata has been investing in multiple companies. You can Google Ratan Tata funding. It's funding left and right back there. As an individual capacity, not Tata as a group. Tata Group has acquired Soulful, and the William Pesceres, Tata Group has acquired Big Basket. That is different. But Ratan Tata in individual capacity, he was putting the money. One fine day, he has put in money in a company where my friend is working in SnapBiz. SnapBiz. I called him. Congrats, sir, you got a fund from Ratan Tata. Definitely go to the next level. He said, he has invested only 10 lakhs. Only for name. Just the brand of, nobody knows that Ratan Tata has given 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs, right? The brand value the angel investor brings into the company is belief that somebody is believed in a company. The process, Ratan Tata believed in this company is multi-folded. So much orders they got. They have got to, at least they have increased their revenue by 5 to 10 times in the next 2 years. That's what angel investors can bring. Credibility, a credibility to your business idea where you can go to the next level. Somebody can believe you because nobody knows about SnapBiz before that, probably 1% in the sector. Once the Ratan Tata invests his company, everybody knows about it. If Ratan Tata, the stalwart like Ratan Tata can believe in a company, I think these people must be doing good. That's what an angel investor bring in. They act as a evangelist, they act as a mouthpiece, they act as a credible factors, and they act as a mentors also. They can guide you because they have seen businesses, they have run businesses. In the afternoon, we are having a session by one of the angel investors, Vijay Mane sir. He is himself invested in companies, he runs his own company. You'll be able to ask more questions once he is here. If your idea is good, you may fund also. It's all about you. You will be there tomorrow. So these are some of the angel network platforms in India. See what happens, angel is for an individual, no, you cannot manage. He does not have enough time to go and invest. So then we have angel network platforms. What these people do? These people pool the people. Let's say Hyderabad, there are 10 people or 20 people invested in investment. All together they have given responsibility to Hyderabad Angel Network. They have a separate team, they screen the proposals, They select 5 or 6 every month, they'll give it to the, submit the proposal to angel investors. Okay, I find it interesting, you can bring it to me. Then they will invest in those companies. Okay? These are some of the Chennai Angels, Angel East, Next Venture, Mumbai Angel Network, A Ventures, all these people are, they collect a pool of investors, angels will be there. Typically the ticket size will be 50 lakhs to 3 crore. Up to half a million, it has become 4 crore almost. They'll invest. Okay? Any of you heard of any of one of these names? Mumbai Angels, Indian Angel Network. Now you will know. Now that you know the names, you might have seen somewhere, but you never read it because it's not interest to us. You read something related to movies, you read something related to sports, because we were not interested earlier. Now that you have come here, but you will read all notifications by government now. Articles related, horticulture news, any of the recruitment, you will read it because you are interested in that. So now that you know this, next time you come across a business news, you will have a peek at it. Okay, this is what. Next comes venture capital funds. This is the next level. You want to grow, the more and more money. In the last 10-15 days, 2 Agri startups have raised VC money. We grow, V-E-G-R-O-W, we grow as it raised 25 million from VC funding. One of the founders of We Grow was with Manage for some time. We did not directly support that company, but founder was with us for networking. They raised 25 million. So that itself shows the money will be high. 25 million is what? Roughly it is around 200 crores. Put at 80 rupees. So that much money an individual cannot give, no? That's why venture capitalists is coming. They will give you more money, but they are very specific. They will give to only certain sectors. They will not give to everybody. They are choosing. Somebody, I say, omnivore in the list, you can see omnivore. Top left. Omnivore is a agri sector VC. They will not invest in anything beyond agri sector. They invest only in agri sector. They are sector specific. Some people say, I will not invest in agri sector. It's there. Because I don't have expertise in that. VC requires expertise because risk-taking ability. They need to take a risk. Let's say they have taken one more slice of our pizza. We have left with the 3 is gone. How much we left with? 75. Now, let's say VC also putting in the money. We stopped there. Our company we raised only angel level only. We could not rise. So now out of 75, one more 12.5 will go. They may take more also because money is more. Let's assume for the sake of calculation, we have taken 20% of the company. We are left with only 55% now. So at certain point of time, in reality, when we come to venture capital stage, founders will have less than 10%. You remember Zomato went to IPO recently, they went to public, they take, you know what is the share of the founder at the time of IPO? 3.5 to 4% roughly. Because when they raise so many rounds, each and every round they need to sacrifice. Similarly, venture capital fund will come into the picture when you need more money for expansion. I want to go to the next city. Let's say when Ninja Card raised, they were started with only Bangalore. When they raised the money, they want to go to North India. They want to go to Mumbai, Pune. They want to go to Delhi. They want to go to Kolkata. This money is not sufficient. They want more money. That's when venture capitalist comes into the picture. One thing is, they'll be there, they'll guide you day to day, they'll tell what are the targets. Next 3 months you need to do it. Next 6 months, this is our target. We need to achieve this target. All these things are extremely important for them because they work on numbers. They are very driven, number driven people. Those are venture capitalists for us. Omnivore is a agri sector specific. It doesn't mean other people invest. Ankur Capital invested in one of our startups in millet research. And then Matrix Partners, they were there. Matrix Partners was one of the first investors in some of the agri thing. Okay? Axis Ventures are there. They are also invested in a Kalari Capital. So multiple people, depending upon the scalability of the company. But venture capital will not invest in a not scalable business ideas. There's something called Seco Capital. Seco is one of the world's largest capital VC companies. We approached them. When we were doing a company, we approached them. They said, unless you capture 0.1% of the market, we will not invest the money. That's a basic necessary condition that you should be able to capture 0.1% of the market. Back then there are 30 crore school going students. What is 1% of 30 crore? 30 lakhs. What is 0.1% of 30 crore? 3 lakhs. You should have 3 lakh customers. Then only Sequoia come and place their bet. To consider to put a money, they need somebody to capture that kind of a thing. You need to have minimum traction, they call. Traction is your progress. You need that kind of a progress to get into venture capital money. So venture capital money is not easy. But at the same time, whenever it comes, it helps you grow rapidly. Then they come in micro VCs. What happens? VCs are taking too much of a risk. Wherever they are putting money, they are failing because they are putting it at a later stage. They want to invest some early stage. I am okay with giving 1 million, 2 million also. So they've started investing in seed stage companies also. So little early stages. That's where micro VCs are coming to the picture. So far, whatever money we discussed about friends and family, angel investment, venture capitalist, micro VCs, everywhere you need to give your pizza to them. So you will end up with only 10% or 15%. It can be even 5%. It is a too big a rise. What if you feel that it can grow, but you don't want to leave your pizza? You don't want to give your pizza, you want to have it yourself. That's when debt comes into the picture. You say that, now I may not be able to make money, but next year I will make it big. All I need is your support for time being. Give me 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs or 10 crores for 6 months. I will give you your money back. That's where venture debt people come into picture. It's as good as a bank loan, but without any security or collateral. Of course, we have government grants, a lot of funds, especially in agri sector. We are going to discuss soon later, where the different opportunities in agri sector for funding. Government grants are there. Government grants are government investments also there. Many of the government institutions, they can invest in your company, they can take your equity. Difference between grant and equity is grant, you need not give out any point of your visa, you can keep it with you. Whereas in case of investment, just like you need to give it to friends and family or angel or VC, you need to give it to government also. So there are so many things are there. So it can be BIRAC, Biotechnology Wing, RK Raftar by Government of India, Ministry of Agriculture, DST, Department of Science and Technology, has 3 different type of schemes. They have Nidhi Prayas grant, seed support grant. They are even giving support for students also by in terms of internship. They are giving 30,000 every month. It depends upon which stage you are in. Very recently, government has launched 1,000 crore fund under a startup seed scheme. So then we have, that's fine, we have all this funding, but how do you approach them? If you directly approach, probably it's not easy to get recognized. We don't know whether you need to evaluate an idea, whether the idea is good or not, you need any help. That's where incubators or accelerators come to the picture. They help you to validate an idea, they help you to take it to the market. So multiple activities are covered by incubation. Then we have family offices. What happens nowadays? Startup, everything is going. Ambanis, Adanis, everybody wants some check. They have opened their own family offices. They keep somebody, 2 or 3 experts who can identify good startups. They'll keep the money from their family office. Some of the family offices are there. Hero Group, Rich Mohan Kundal is there. You have Centrum, there are multi-family. If one family is, they feel that we cannot take too much of risk, they'll join with the next family. We have Adanis, Ambanis, Mohandas Pai, that they have a family office. So Tata has a separate wing for investment. Opportunities are there. It is only that some of them will not invest in Agri, some of them will invest in Agri. You need to approach in a proper way. Last but not the least, banks. I think these accreditations are covered at length at various. So banks only thing is you need to identify scheme. There are multiple schemes. Let's say there is a scheme called formalization of micro and small food processing industries by Government of India. They are giving up to 20 lakhs and 25 lakhs in terms of subsidy loan. So that you can approach. What is the nearest bank? You identify them, you explain them. If you can get a sanction from them, you will get it. So your business model should be suitable to the scheme whatever bank is running. There is something called Agri Infrastructure Fund. This is what we were talking about. Entire pizza. You can see now. You started here with 100%. You shared with your founder or your friend, given to family and friends. Then seed round, Series A is typically by venture capitalist. Finally, you go to IPO. You will end up with 17%, 100% of nothing is a lot less than 17% of a big company. That's how it typically works. You welcome somebody into the company, they'll help you to go to the top level. See, from here you have gone to top floor, happily working by taking help of other people and growing your own company. You understand this? After discussing all the where you can get funding, in various places you can get funding. Okay? You're able to figure it out how company is growing. You are at idea stage, you are alone, working all alone. Then you invited your friend to grow. Then you invited family and friends. Then angel investors, they invest in seed round. Then Series A, some VC has put in the money. Then some more series of funding, Series A, Series B, Series C, all venture capital, private equity. Finally you went public, where you opened your shares to public. Okay? This is how typically funding cycle happens. How many of you not able to follow? How many of you able to follow at least? Okay? 30%. So that's fine. This is very new. I agree it's a very new concept, funding, angel investors. Some of you might have heard for the first time also. So that's fine, but you should know what is happening in the sector. I'm not assuming that everybody would jump the gun and run, but you should know what is happening, right? How many of you heard of venture capitalists before this presentation? Excellent. So can you name some of the venture capitalists? SoftBank, excellent. Tiger Global. Let them also involve. That kind of a fund you have. That is a venture capital name. You need to be little louder. Okay? Okay, fine. Can you move forward? Then banks. Banks, there are various reasons why you go to bank. The structured offerings. Bank has a system in place. They know what they are doing. Let's say you want a home loan, they have a separate scheme for it. You have a car loan, they have a separate scheme for it. So interest rate will differ, the payment terms will differ, everything will differ. At the same time, they are governed by RBI. It's not that everybody has their own rules. RBI says you need to do within this framework. Okay? First and foremost important is you can question if something not happening in bank, you can ask. There is somebody to ask and follow. In terms of VCs or angel, nothing. If you send a mail, they are not replying, you cannot do anything. In terms of bank, they are approachable. They will be there. You can ask them. If they are not responding, you can ask his boss. If you go to any bank, you just turn your head. There is a grievance officer's number will be there. You can talk to them. There is a mechanism, a fixed set mechanism in place where you can get things done in bank. It's not easy to get things, but at the same time, there is always opportunity if you approach in the right way with the right kind of documentation. Okay? Not done. There's multiple things are there. It's only beginning of the end. So we'll do it after the break. Just now I completed. So please.
So dear students, it's our pleasure that today we have with us Dr. H.B. Patil, former Dean of College of Horticulture, Bagalkot. Actually, he is the person responsible for the very project to be sanctioned to UHS Bagalkot. Under his leadership, actually we wrote this project several times. It's been modified, resubmitted and all. And last year he got superannuated, and after his superannuation I have given the responsibility to handle this project. Today he is with us. I request our sir, and he is my teacher also in fact, to grace this occasion by saying few words, few inspirational words to our students. Sir, please. Just for 2 minutes.
So only few familiar faces. 1, 2. Okay, other faces from other campuses. Dr. Mister and staff from this manage and students of this UHS Bagalkot. This is a very important project, an ambitious project you can see, that is IDP. Actually, we had planned to get the 25 crores for this university. Unfortunately, because of some other problems, we could end up with only 6.5. We could end up with only 6.5. So why you should have this kind of projects? These kind of projects are required for the development of institutes and welfare of the staff as well as student community. You may be knowing that now many of you are going to go to some other lands abroad to study something, and some of you are going to be entrepreneurs because you are going to be trained here now. Nowadays, getting this what you call the government jobs or maybe in private sector is becoming difficult. So if you can become owner of the particular industry, owner of some enterprise, naturally you can employ some other people. That means instead of working for someone else, you make others to work for you. That is the idea of having this one IDP. Not only this, overall development of the institute. That means to say, again, staffing community as well as student community. Thing is that I don't want to take much time and don't want to speak much. Best time here to say, my best wishes will be there with you always in future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for addressing all the students of the CDP training program. I could say sir is always a treasure box of inspiration. Whenever he used to come and stand, we just used to watch what he is going to tell us. And in the institute, as he was the institutional head as a dean, he also used to behave like as our parent only. Many times without our expression what is our need, he always used to think by himself and give the required facilities whatever we want. So in this regard, we are always proud of you, sir, and we want you in all the good occasions of the university in coming days. Thank you, sir. Dear students, it's the high tea break time. You can go for 10 minutes.